How you guys doing again? I did have technical difficulty for a moment, but right now we are back trying to get things on again. So I'm happy. Uh, okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. Sometimes things just happen. Not not my fault, but I don't know, maybe a little bit my fault. But right now it's back up in line. Oh, so I'm doing good. I'm okay. I'm good. Hey, Mikey, how you doing, buddy? Yeah. Hey, Rich. How you doing, Richard? Jimmy's online. I'm happy to see you again. Mike, I'm always happy when you come on. And again, Mike, thanks for everything that you did the other day. I appreciate it. And everything, how are you guys doing? Did you guys have a good day? Okay. How you doing, Richard? Yeah, no worries, mate. Well, that's good, buddy. You know, I just need another 100. Uh, um, what do you call it? Subscribers. That'd be nice. But again, I'm not begging. I'm just appreciating you guys and you guys time to come on. Was it raining? Yeah, it was, buddy. Early today, this morning, it was raining out pretty hard. 1,000 subscribers. Oh boy, that'd be pretty. 2 months ago, I only had one subscriber for my channel, and now I'm at 260. Let me take a look. 263. So that's pretty good. So I'm not doing too bad. Oh no, I no, I just got monetized. Uh, I just got over 10,000 views, so I just began to get monetized. So I'm not that lucky yet. And if I did get paid, I think I'll get like 50 cents. But the way I think when they pay you, they wait until you get like $50, and then they'll start paying you. Like when you get $50 built up, then I think they send you a paycheck. Well, yeah, I do need that. That would be nice if I had 300 subscribers for my Patreon, and if I had everybody give me $3, that'd be sweet. That'd be just be another closer step on me going back to the Philippines and getting my kids off the mountain. That'd be nice. I'm sorry. I just had to go look at something. Uh, so, is Richard still there? How you doing today, Richard? Uh, whenever we have heavy rain or we have what do you call it? Thunder, thunder showers, lightning, thunder. Then my head just starts killing because of the low pressure. But when it's on a nice sunny day, then I don't have no headache. So that's pretty decent. Does anybody want to come on tonight and help me out? If you do, just I got a link that I put up on top on the Google Hangout. Just get on it and then come on board. Yeah. Nobody likes to hear my voice. I don't even like to hear my voice. Hmm. What did you guys do today? Anything exciting going on in your neck of the woods? Because Richard, he lives up in New York. I think New York State. Mike, you live in New Zealand. Jim, where do you live? Do you live in our park? You slept the whole day. Okay, I slept. Well, what time is it where you live, Jim? Are you? Oh, you're in Virginia. Well, that's not too far from me. That's not too bad. Was it raining out today for you? Or you're an hour ahead of us? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, today was a it was a day. I took a nap today, um, just because I took my medicine and it made me drowsy. So that was my time for to just go lay down. I'll take another medicine when I get done with this show today. I don't want to take my medicine when I'm on the show because I start getting a little bit sleepy, a little bit tired. But yeah, yeah. You guys got anything lined up for the summer? You guys, anybody gonna go on vacation? Mike, when are you gonna go back to the Philippines? Richard, are you planning on going back, bringing your wife back to the Philippines, or are you just gonna stay here for right now? It's hard to sleep at night. Yeah, I like the night. When I was younger, I was a night owl. I like to do things at nighttime. I didn't really like to because when I was young, uh, you're on oxygen. I hear some noise.
You hear me, Keith?
Hey, everybody, I hear you loud and clear, brother. How you doing today?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. A few of the local expats in the other rooms.
Uh, does anybody have a show going on?
No, I just made a comment, and they didn't like what I had to say because I wasn't a team player, and the bullies decided to jump on me, so I had a bit of fun.
Oh,
You know, the
and
usual.
what show was that?
Oh, that what is it? That It Takes Two guy. What's his name? Dave Phelps or whatever
Oh,
he calls
Dave.
himself. Yeah, the Hate Channel.
Oh,
No, he didn't.
oh,
He didn't make any comments. It was those other idiots, the hangers on. You know, the ALO and there was a couple other idiots there.
oh. Yeah, Allo's okay. He's just a little bit different.
Yeah, I suppose so. So how
But
you doing, mate? You got any more
well,
Patreons yet? You're
nobody,
not,
you're my only buddy right now.
mate.
Maybe
That's no good.
later, maybe later I'll get some more.
What
But
you Yeah, what you're going to have to do, mate, is you're going to have to put your Patreon sign on all your postings, and
yeah,
you know, sooner or later, people will join up if they know it's for a good cause. You know,
yeah,
they'll join.
yeah.
We want to
I'm
see your
saying
kids.
I'm just an
We want to see.
impatient person.
Yeah, all I want to do is just help you get your kids to the country. Hopefully, others out there will feel the same way. You know, it's only a couple of bucks. Get about 300 people, and hopefully that will generate some money for you, so you can bring your
Yeah,
kids and wife.
that'd be pretty good. I appreciate that.
You're welcome, mate. If I had a few more bucks, I'd chuck it in.
Well, I'm sure you would, buddy. But like I said, every little bit counts.
Aye, certainly does. Like I said, 300 more punters, and that should they only have to donate $3 each, and that would get an airfare pretty quickly. Help you cover
Yeah,
some costs.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, I'm still I'm still new at this, and this is like I only opened up last month, so this is all new can of beans. So everything is good. I mean, I just can't. Nothing gonna happen overnight, so it just takes time.
That's right.
So what did? Is it nighttime where you're at, or is it morning time?
No, it's Filipino time. It's a daylight.
Okay, so it's around 9, almost 10 o'clock in the morning. I see.
Oh, I got
Oh,
a bloody flu.
oh. Are you getting rainy season in New Zealand?
Yeah, we get the rainy season.
Oh, do
It's
you live in?
winter.
Huh?
It's winter.
Yeah, yeah.
Winter for us. Yeah.
Yep. Do you guys have like rainy season, or is it just like all the time hot?
No, we have winter. It's winter now, and we have a summer. We have an autumn.
Okay, so you have a
Right,
couple
so
of seasons then.
yeah. So it's our winter at the moment. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Do you live in the city or do you live in the countryside?
I'm. How do I describe it? A suburb, I suppose. I live outside our major city. Suppose I won't go into too much
Okay,
info there, Kev. Guys might be out there listening.
yeah, you gotta be careful about that.
don't want to give out too much info, mate, on the internet. You know what it's like.
Yeah, yeah. I live just outside in a small town, but there's another town that's a little bit bigger than the one I'm at, Madisonville, and it has some stores, some restaurants, but not a whole nothing to share about. Nothing like Nashville. Nashville's a nice. That's a big city.
Yeah, well, it's pretty green where you are. That's for real.
Oh man, yeah, it's green all year round. Even when the fall time, it's still green. The grass is always green. But yeah, this whole area, this southern side of the U.S., the central part, boy, every place is beautiful. We have so many wildlife running around. A lot of them getting hit by cars at nighttime. They're trying to play dodge the car. The car wins. But yeah, we got a lot of skunks. That's not good. And then we have a lot of what do you call them? Hawks, eagles, vultures flying around. So we got a deer. We see a lot of reindeer running around. I think they're mule deer bouncing around in our yards and stuff.
Yeah, I'd like to shoot a moose one day if I ever go to America. Or
Yeah, we
Alaska,
we
I should
done
say.
that. Yeah, we have that a lot in Alaska. We have
Yeah,
abundant of wildlife.
yeah, I like hunting. I do a bit of hunting here, and
Yeah.
when I'm in,
What do you guys have? Like pigs or like
yeah,
wild pigs?
yeah, we do wild pigs, goats, deer, birds. You know,
Oh,
duck season here, and things like that. We're an
okay.
outdoors type country here. Gun laws are a bit different to you guys, but we have firearms here. Yeah,
Oh, that's
we're,
good. Because you can have firearms in the Philippines, but you got to be licensed for it. And I think I'm not sure if an expat can have, but I know Filipinos can have it. You just have to have a license and pay money and stuff like that.
as far as I know, expats can't own firearms legally. But I mean,
Okay.
you know, you got partners that can own them if need be. But I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, the only shooting I ever do over there is at the gun clubs.
Oh yeah,
I quite enjoy that. It's a bit of a stress thing. Yeah, but it's like
lot
anything.
of
I
these.
wouldn't want to be a foreigner shooting anyone over there because you'd probably end up getting shot yourself,
Oh yeah, well,
even if you had the legal right to do it. You know what I'm saying? You don't
yeah,
really.
kind of like if you had a home invasion, then I think you can use deadly force.
Yeah, where I stay over there, I have we we live in a subdivision where we have armed guards anyway, so and it's pretty
Yeah,
upmarket. It's not like you're living in the province, so but it's security wise. I know for our neighbourhood, it's near impossible to get in unless you know you're invited as
yeah,
such.
yeah,
I mean, they're
yeah.
pretty staunch.
Those kind of guarded subdivisions. That's pretty nice if you can get into.
Yeah, well, some of our neighbours in our area where I am, and they're quite well. They're political and famous in their own. So obviously,
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's always nice. But again, yeah, it's pretty nice. My topic for my show is today, um, get the hustle and bust. Don't get the hustle and the bustle in the
The hustle and the
Philippines,
bustle.
because everybody's always hustling, like hurry up and doing this or hurry up and doing that, or the people are trying to hustle you to get money. So there's different kinds of hustle.
Hustles.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, yeah. Hustle to me, what does it mean? It means, yeah, exactly that. You're in a hurry. I mean, you got to have patience in the Philippines. I know that. You got to be no use stressing out and getting angry because it basically gets you nowhere. If anything, all it does is puts you down the pecking order a bit more. I mean,
yeah,
I see you know I see a lot of guys and they foreigners that you know they're voicing their opinion. Why am I waiting this long and blah blah blah? But that's just the way it is over there. You know, it's like everyone's laid back.
yeah. Well, they don't go by time.
Nah, it's like you know you know even paying your water bill or your power bill or something like that. You know, it's this queue's a mile long.
Yeah.
You just got to wait.
Well, you gotta wait, or if you don't mind paying a little bit extra, like if you talk to the manager, if you can get in front of the line and you give him a tip, then it's easier to do.
Oh yeah, I suppose so. You really, but it's never phased me. I mean, you know, driving there as a, you know, I couldn't drive there. I mean, I've driven occasionally, but I don't drive at all over there. It's just drives you nuts.
Well, drives you nuts,
It's all
and
right when you're out in the maybe when if I was out your way or when you where you were staying, like in the province, it's a bit different. You can just jump on your little scooter or whatever and your flip flops and go for a ride and not
oh
be
yeah,
bothered.
yeah, we
But
don't have that.
in the cities, it's bloody different.
Yeah, so yeah, but when you go to the Philippines or when you go into another country, plan ahead, but give yourself some late time, because you if you think you're gonna go by the clock time, then you're wrong, because you're gonna be going by time of the traffic, the time of the day you're gonna travel. Is it rush hour? So these kind of things you got to be careful about, just because it's just uh, it is like the hustle and the bustle, because you just get confused in the traffic, and you have to play by their rules. So it's
What
called
is
Filipino time.
what is the time for you, a guy over there? What's your time? Is
My
it night time?
Yeah, it's my time is 9:04 p.m.
Uh,
Monday.
oh, okay. So you're a day behind.
Yeah,
That's probably why it's so quiet, Kev. You know, um, that's why you only probably got about 4 or 5 people watching. Your
yeah.
time slot's
Plus,
probably. Hey, Graham, how's it going? Jump on. Jump
oh,
online. Invite Graham on.
I never
Let's get
talked to
some
him.
people yakking.
Yeah, if you guys want to come on, you can come on.
Post a link, Kev. I
I'll
think the
give, yeah, yeah. If you guys want to come in, oops. Yeah, if you want to come in, that's cool. Let me get a link for you. Mhm. Here we go. There you go. Hey, Richard, if you want to get on, just hop on. Graham, if you want to come in, just um, get on this link I just put out. Okay, it's 10 a.m. here. I am at
Graham's at work.
oh so you're okay. It's in the morning time where you're at. And isn't he in? I think he's in
Yeah.
Australia.
So, yeah, he's from Australia by the sounds of it.
Oh, your PC, having mic problems.
No, he's saying he hasn't got a mic, I think, Kev.
Oh, well, do smoke signals. Yeah. Um. It's easy. It's easy to get. Yeah. What is he saying? Okay, Richard's laughing.
Perth, fuck, that's like another fucking 8 hours fucking travel time.
What's that?
He's from Perth, Kevin. Do you know where Perth is?
No, I
Like
said
the other side. It's the other side. You know Australia, right? You visualize Australia, and
okay.
you probably know Sydney and all around there. It's like the
Yeah.
other side. It's the other side of the country.
Okay.
Yeah, it's quite a way.
Oh.
It's tropical though. The weather's
Okay.
good. I think Graham would say that. Western Aussie. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that would be an interesting place to go to. You guys' neck of the woods, Australia or New Zealand.
Well, yeah, if you're into the outdoors, Kev, yeah, Aussie's a good place to go and visit for that sort of thing.
City in the world, really? Why is that? And you guys don't have no problems, like over in on New Zealand or in Australia. You guys don't have problems like they have it in Paris and in London.
Uh, Not yet, touch wood. I believe Australia, Sydney, they had a few issues earlier on in the year, but yeah, terrorism's pretty well everywhere if it wants to be. I mean, we're not really classed as a threat, I suppose, and I don't know. It's a hard one, that one.
But do you have a lot of ethnic people there?
Oh yeah, we're very multicultural here. Fuck yeah, we got
Oh,
yeah. We believe it or not, we've got quite a lot of Filipinos working here at the moment in New Zealand. We had a major earthquake not so long ago, and if you're familiar with New Zealand, we're only a small country. We've
yeah.
probably got about 4 million people total, maybe another 10 million in sheep, and yeah, and so we've actually got a shortage in the population, and when we had our major earthquake, which was a few years ago now, plus we've had another one just recently actually, but one of our cities in the South Island was pretty well wiped out, and obviously we need to rebuild our infrastructure and everything, and we don't have enough workers here, skilled or labour, and
Oh, really?
so we have a lot of overseas people from the Philippines and England and Ireland, and I think maybe even Americans too. They've come here to work, to build the infrastructure back up again.
Okay.
Yeah, but keep
So
in
it's
mind if you visualize if you look at a map, Kevin, you'll see what house the size of New Zealand, and we're a very tiny country. We're not really a threat to anyone as far as if we went to war or
yeah.
anything like that. Yeah, we don't have we're anti-nuclear, so a lot of American ships can't park up in our country because of their nuclear capabilities and things like that. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, we're an ally, but yeah,
I see.
probably probably more on the technical side of things than the fighting side of it. I mean, we have
Okay.
an army we have an army and an air force.
Okay, good. And do you, because I had a student, a Korean student, and she said she did work there in New Zealand, kind of like a work study thing.
A Korean student, did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, we a lot of our universities and schools. It's another form of income, I suppose, to the country. We have a lot of Chinese, Korean, Indian students come here for their studies. Our education qualifications are quite high up and recognised worldwide, things like that. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, they come here to learn, learn the trades or whatever, or learn English.
Yeah. Yeah. The lady that I was talking to, she was there and she was getting like tutored for English.
Yeah, it's quite common here.
Huh. Well, that's good. So you have a little bit of everybody there then.
Yeah, yeah. We're a
Huh.
multicultural type country. I mean, we've got our own industrious people, as I suppose. They're called the Maori people. They're dark-skinned people, and they were the ones. We're the strangers, I suppose. We
Yeah.
colonised New Zealand, but like the Indians and the Aborigines in Australia, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
They're a they're a brave type of people, though, and they're very big. They're like you, Kevin. They can get very big in size.
Okay, so they're more like a Samoan style.
Yeah, yep. You got it. Well, they're Pacific. They're part of our Pacific nation as well, I suppose. Yeah, yeah. They're
Yeah.
very big. They're very big people, big boys.
Yeah. Uh, uh-huh. And do they what do they do? Do they work or what do they do in New Zealand?
What do you mean? Yeah, we work. We're just a country just like any other country in the world. We go to work. We use the dollar system here and metric system. We drive on the correct side of the road, whereas the
Now,
Americans
who's the
don't.
correct side? Right side or left side?
Yeah, the left. Yeah, it's the same as the English. Yeah, same as Australia, England. I don't know about Canada. I don't know what side the American side, aren't they?
Well,
Yeah,
I would hope so.
right, left hand drive, right hand drive.
Yeah.
That's another reason. That's another reason why sometimes I don't drive much in the Philippines. It's because they drive on the wrong side of the road.
That could be true. Could be true. Oh,
Mind saying that. Doesn't matter what side of the road they're on. It's an art. It's an artful way of driving over there, I tell you.
yeah. It's I never felt like driving over there because you hear about people getting like in an accident or you hear about getting like a foreigner getting hurt. I guess some guy in Angela City. This is years ago. He was on the back of a tricycle, and a car hit. He was in the back part, and the car hit him, and he got his legs chopped off. So he got messed up pretty bad, and the people didn't have no insurance. So I mean, I don't know how, like, if it's a big demand to have insurance in the Philippines, but I'm sure a lot of people don't have insurance, especially like the jeepney driver and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, travel over there. Well, internal travel's cheap as fuck anyway. I mean, okay, if you were living there and you'd get a vehicle of some description. I had a little scooter that did the job, if I had to go anywhere. Cars are overpriced, and to be honest, I mean, it's a waste of money. The
Yeah,
amount of times you'd use it, unless you're in the province, driving a motor vehicle like a car, I personally think it's just a waste.
yeah,
I mean,
because in the Philippines, a taxi or jeepney or a tricycle, there's such a abundant of them all over the place. It's easy to get from point A to point B any time of the day or night.
yeah, I'm just saying, Graham, Canadian woman. Yeah, they're too free and they're too green for my liking.
Oh,
He was just comparing us to Canadian people or Canada
okay.
as a country. I suppose in a roundabout way we are pretty close. Well, they're a Commonwealth country as well, but their women are fucking. No, thank you. No disrespect for any Canadians listening, but yeah, perhaps.
Yeah, yeah, you gotta be careful about what you don't want the Canadians coming over there and getting you.
They're too liberal for my liking. Most Canadians, to be honest.
I see.
Yeah. Well, I know you're going to have to get that Patreon posted on all of your blogs there, mate, and that gives the people the option if they want to join up. Like I said to you, you got if people are watching and listening. I mean, what's fucking $3? You should come on board. It's going to a good cause. I mean, all these other idiots are doing it, and fucking they're just lining their pockets.
Well,
At least with your donation, it's bringing your kids and wife to the country.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
It will happen. It might take a wee while, Kev, because you're a low key channel, and it takes a while for people to get out there. And I think Seth Style and all those channels that had you on as their guest should bloody help support the cause as well. That's my personal opinion, but I haven't spoken to Seth for a long time, to be honest. I don't know if
he's very busy.
I don't even think he's doing much podcasting now anyway.
Yeah, I haven't seen him for like a week, maybe a little bit longer.
Actually, I was one of the first to jump on his.
Okay.
Yeah, I was.
Well, I know he's been on for a long time.
Yeah, it was a long time ago, and the video was taken down, so I felt that it should be taken down. It wasn't in line with all the other drama. I thought it would disadvantage his channel rather than improve it.
I see.
Yeah, well, you get carried away, and it was called Scumbags in the Philippines. That
Oh
gave
my.
you the title. That was the title.
Oh,
Yeah, Scumbags in the Philippines, and I was the guest speaker. Fucking
did it
lovely.
make you really mad?
Hey? Oh, it was quite popular. I got a few views, but with all the other drama that was going on, and I got a bit of outside pressure because I was involved, and I asked them to take it down. It was like, it wasn't as bad as all that, but because of all the other shit that was going around YouTube at the time, it wasn't wasn't beneficial to have it up there anyway. I mean,
Yeah,
in hindsight, I should have let him leave it up there, but you know,
well,
it
we
was
gotta
funny
learn.
at the time.
Yeah, we gotta learn to play nice with each other.
Well, yeah, that's true. And also the way YouTube's going with all the other I tell you, I'd be embarrassed to be an expat in the Philippines out there. I mean, honestly, some of those guys and their channels are fucking, just unbelievable. And I got a taste of what it was like because I had to stick my nose in and make a comment, which I thought was quite a fair comment to make. But obviously the wolf pack fucking ganged up and they started invading my channel, and I had to fucking block it. And what a drama!
You know,
And I don't even. Yeah, well, I don't even use my channel much. I mean, I had a couple of videos up there to trial it, and all of a sudden, I got this fucking idiot ALO fucking leaving silly comments, and fuck, what a drama queen.
yeah, Granny said it takes a long time to get a YouTube channel like a following.
Yeah.
Unless you can teach yourself how to make your channel. Yeah, channel.
You find most of the people that fucking that are doing all the bad comments and everything don't even have a channel. They're too scared to put themselves out there. They hide.
A lot of them don't have a channel, or they don't have even a picture of themselves.
Yeah. Well, it's understandable. I mean, I don't too, so I could, but I can't see the point. It's no gain in it for me. No financial gain in it whatsoever. Yeah. So what's the point? But in saying that, I don't partake in the rubbish. I like the drama, like everyone else. It's good to watch it. But in reality, I wouldn't want to meet any of them, to be honest with you, Kev.
So there's people I wouldn't mind meeting. I mean, I wouldn't mind meeting them. So.
Hey. Meeting who?
I wouldn't mind. Huh?
Who wouldn't you mind meeting? Sorry, I missed it.
Oh, I said I wouldn't mind meeting you. So.
Oh, yeah, well, you never know. It may happen.
Yeah.
Let's just concentrate. I mean, there's a lot of guys out there that, I mean, I say it that I wouldn't meet, but I probably would. But I mean, it's just funny, Yeah, I've just been, I've been following this drama for since January, I suppose, and it's it's amazing, Oh, they all say one thing. They all say, "Oh well, let's not get involved," and this is the last video. Then 2 minutes later, someone's posted a reply, and then they post another reply to answer that one back, and there's talk of suing people and fighting people, and you gotta laugh at it.
I heard that one last week.
Yeah, you gotta laugh. You gotta laugh. And yet, not that I support any of them really, but you got to laugh that Peter V or whatever, he's still going strong. But he's got probably 1,000 enemies, but his channel, his site's still going strong.
Yeah, I know that's pretty funny because nobody likes him, but he has a lot of views.
Yeah. And he's got, exactly, so who's right and who's wrong? I mean, one guy's saying that he said this about his wife and blah, 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 blah. But I mean, anyone else, they would have dealt with it by now. It's just drama.
Yeah, but you never want to go to jail in the Philippines, that's for sure.
Yeah, fucking, you can tell. I'll tell you. I've had an insight. I haven't been to jail in the Philippines, but I've got relatives and I'm close to the justice system on that lot, without saying too much. But yeah, I've had an insight into their jails. I'll tell you what. I wouldn't. Any foreigner that wants to fucking rack up and cause trouble and end up in the system there was in for a fucking hell of a fucking time.
Well, yeah, because you have to look out for yourself in the jail. I don't even think they feed you. You have to have
Oh
your
yeah,
own food.
that's a small part of it. That's that's nothing. Just to be accused of anything there and you're a foreigner. You're in fucking for a.
Well, if you got a lot of money, then you could buy your way out.
Yeah, that's the only way. I mean, it just depends on the circumstances, but yeah, you got to remember one thing, Kev. And a lot of these guys, they're divorced from reality when they move to the Philippines and they want the lifestyle they've left, you know, and it just doesn't work.
No, yeah.
I mean, we all talk about, the pros and cons, but the reality is this: they don't want you in the Philippines. You go there as their guest.
yeah.
You have very, very minimal rights. The dog in the street probably has more rights than you, and that's saying that with being polite. At the end of the day, you're the guest of that country, so you have to do what they do. Whether you believe it's right or wrong is not the point. This is yours.
Yeah.
You go there, then you have to abide by their regulations and rules. It's just like if they came to your country. Yeah. We can all sit there and gripe about the food and about this and that, but if you don't like it, why stay there? It's very simple, really.
Yeah.
A lot of guys.
You just have to remember you are a guest in somebody else's house, and you just gotta watch what you do and watch what you say, and don't get too comfortable there.
Exactly. I mean, it's like if I came to your country, abide by your rules.
Yeah. You gotta blend in. You don't want to stick out.
I mean, they honestly think they've got a right, a God's given right to be what they are. They American and I'm this. I know I tend to go on about Americans, but there's a lot of good Americans in the Philippines too. A lot of people doing worthwhile things, but I'm talking about the ones that are. That are obviously putting themselves out there as some sort of expert or fucking those hate channels as such. I'm not talking. A lot of them are like a lot of these bloggers, expat bloggers, just amazes me why they even go to the country.
Well, because they think they can get away from their problems, but they're really making more problems when they go to another place.
Oh, that's it. What it boils down to is they can't make it in their own country, so they get a few bucks together and they go over there and they think they're something that they're not.
Yeah.
You can't. Honestly, Kev, I mean, you did it yourself, and I appreciate that you had some money and you sunk it into those businesses. Look what happened. I mean, forget about the Bolo incident. That was just, that is a rarity in itself. But look what happened. You went there. It didn't work out. Here you are back in the country. The only difference with you is you got kids. A lot of these half-wits don't have any real relationships. That's another story in itself. I mean, the best thing anyone could do is if they go to the Philippines and they get married and meet, they should bring the woman back to their own country and then have a life. In the Philippines is a load of crock. It really is.
Well, it's what we think it is. Yeah, and it is good when you go to the Philippines. and you want to get along with everybody, just have a low profile. And yeah, that's true, Ken. Um, but a lot of people get too comfortable and they start relaxing. But when they start drinking and partying, then their mouth starts flapping. So that's not keeping a low profile because you are just showing the real side of you.
Yeah, the problem is, Kev, it's like it's probably boredom and they,
Yeah.
that's probably it. They
Do
probably
some
get bored.
and then the alcohol that's pretty cheap in the Philippines. So it's easy to get drunk, or to go buy cigarettes and stuff. And then if everybody's working and you don't got nothing to do, then you just crack open a bottle or a beer, and then you start drinking. And then if you get too drunk, then the cops come after you.
Yeah, but you wouldn't do that in your own country, Kev. That's what it comes down to is the Philippine people, those that can work and do work, they go to work just like everyone else in the world. Problem is,
Yeah,
being a foreigner and you're there, you can't work. You can't legally work in the Philippines, and I don't care what anyone else says, unless you're a government official or you have some importance to the Philippine government. You ain't gonna get a job there. There's no such
yeah.
thing as a work visa. I mean, this is what gets me. And you got all these guys. Like I said in an interview once, I said back when I was a young guy and I was single, recently divorced, and I was over there. And this wasn't so much in the Philippines actually. This was more in Thailand, but it's the same principle applies. I'd go into a bar, because you're a foreigner and you're on your own and you want to go and see some woman dancing and all that. And you go into a bar and the first thing you come across is other foreigners and you all sit there and you're having a beer and you're talking the shit. And a lot of the questions were back then too is, oh, what are you doing? No one ever used to say they were a tourist. They always used to say they lived there. The second thing is, oh, what are you doing for a living? Back in my day, but this was before YouTube became popular, it was export and import. That's what a lot of the the expats used to say they did for a job. Oh, we import and export. Nowadays, the only difference to that conversation, and you think about all the people you've spoken to, Kevin, as well as you guys listening, you think about it. They say to them, oh, I'm a YouTube blogger. How do you make your income? Oh, I do some YouTube filming and all this sort of rubbish. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
that
trying to
works
say?
a little bit.
Yeah. Honestly, mate, I mean, you can have your sari stores and all the rest of it, and I call it existence living. You never own anything, and you're only as good as as yeah, as your partner or your wife is to you. You you want to. Those sort of businesses don't make big money. I don't know what people earn over in America, but in New Zealand, Australia, $600 or $700 a week is probably about the average wage, I'd say. Aussie's probably slightly higher than us. Maybe Graham can answer that.
Okay.
But the bottom line is, if you were going to another country, you'd be wanting to earn a bit more than what you were getting back home to survive, because you've got other things like property and all sorts of things that rent. Other things like medical coverage and all that you don't have when you're back home in your country. So
Yeah.
you'd have to be earning. You'd have to be in the Philippines for a foreigner to live comfortably. I'd say. I mean, you'd have to be earning at least 15,000 pesos a week. Profit,
How much do you
take
think?
home pay, about 15,000.
Okay.
That's a week. That's I base that as a wage. Like give or take. I know you can live cheap there, but I mean, realistically, I'm talking about. I mean, I'm fortunate, and maybe others are fortunate too. They have their own places over there, so you can wipe the rent out straight away, and you can live even cheaper. Rent is one of the big ones, and then probably transportation. I'd say rent, transportation, food.
Yeah, eating out, that's a big expense.
Yeah, I mean, it isn't. It depends on your income. I mean, eating out is always it's the same as in my country. I mean, we don't hardly ever go out to a restaurant here. Means it's a bit
Okay.
different because the equivalent of money wise, I'm talking about here, here to have a meal in our country is around for two people probably about $200, and that's your
Really?
basics. Yeah, it's not cheap living here. Our dollar is about. Keep in mind, our dollar is around 34 pesos. The US dollar is what, about 50, I think, from memory.
I
I don't know
see.
what the Aussie one is. The Aussie ones might be dollar about 43 pesos or something, I think. But there's a very our dollar is actually weaker than most of the other dollar countries in the world.
Okay. Well,
Well, there you
buddy,
go. See, Kevin. See what Graham's saying?
what's
$48 an
that?
hour. That's how much. That's how much in Aussie for
The
the old
average
trade.
wage?
That's the trade. See, that's what I'm saying. You're going to leave that sort of money to go over to the Philippines and okay, all the best to you. But you have to, if you want to make an income, you have to at least double that to make it worth your while. And a lot of these guys that are going to the Philippines, unfortunately, aren't very skilled. They like to think they are, but they're not. So they're not going to make a go of it. On the same token, if you're retired and you want to live in the Philippines, all the best to you. That's a different ball game altogether because you got money coming from your government,
Yeah.
your pension or whatever, and you can live there quite comfortably and retire happy and die happy.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
that's
all
the
good.
trick. That's the trick. You can,
But
if you're an older person and you have your retirement, and then you go to the Philippines, then it's a lot easier because you have a fixed income that's coming in all the time. And if you run out of money, for a lot of people, that's like, and you don't get a way out, then you become like a beggar on the street.
well, you do your own homework, Kev. I mean, you know yourself. You've lived there, you've worked there. You you know yourself. You know yourself how hard it is, right? And you battled away, and you had a reasonable earn. You had what, 3 or 4 years worth of it before you succumbed,
Yeah.
as we say. Yeah, right. Well,
Oh
you
yeah.
imagine you sit back and you look at these other guys, and let's be honest. Don't take my word for it. I mean, when I go to the Philippines, I go there. I'm on holiday. I'm not planning to work there. Yes, I'm planning to retire there when it comes the time to retire. But I mean, at
Uh-huh.
the end of the day, I'm a lot more fortunate than a lot of the guys that go there because we have a place already, and we're not.
Exactly.
I wouldn't say, and this is not showing off, but I wouldn't say I'm actually poor, and my family life there isn't poor either. But at the end of the day, I'm still a guest, I'm still a visitor, and I
Yeah.
have minimal rights. The only right that I really have, and I enjoy it, is I don't have to get visas every second or third month. I
Okay.
get a year straight off the bat. I just front up and I get a year straight away. It's like and to renew it costs me nothing to renew, and that's because I'm married. That's all.
Yeah.
That's the only, if you could call it a right. Whereas my wife here, she can vote, she can fucking buy her own buy property in her own name. She pays taxes. I mean, it's so different.
Yeah. It is very different. compared to other countries, but the Philippines, that's a kind of where we don't have too many rights as a foreigner. Well, buddy, my
Right.
1 hour is up, so I'm getting ready to close it, turn in the night, just because it's been a while. So I appreciate you coming on with me, buddy. Mike, I always
Yeah,
appreciate
no,
the comments. Those are always good listening to. Uh, Graham, Richard, Jim, Ken, thanks for coming on board. I appreciate you guys. We got 7 followers. That's pretty decent. Better than uh, but I want to say thanks for coming on board. I appreciate you guys listening. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys on our next show sometime, maybe the middle of the week. And I'll be doing nighttime. I'm not gonna go back to doing daytime. Daytime didn't work out very well. Everybody's sleeping or everything. So, but yeah, this is Big Kevin saying I'll talk to you guys later on, and everybody have a safe and enjoyable night and morning, depending on where you are living. And I appreciate you guys coming out.
and
Uh,
don't forget, guys. I'll just put a plug in for you, Kev. Don't forget, guys. Jimmy, Richard, Graham, if you can, and Kenny, if you can spare a few dollars, join his Patreon page. The guy's trying to bring his wife and kids over. I mean, you've heard his story a million times on other channels. Get in behind and support the cause. It's not a rip-off or a scam. I think the guy deserves to have his family here. Couple of
yeah,
dollars each from you guys won't fucking hurt the bank. Anyway, cheers, mate. Have a good day.
thanks for coming, Mike. Hey, Kenny, thanks for coming on board. Graham, nice talking to you. What, Richard? Get your mic fixed, and you could be a guest again on my show. Yeah, you guys, I just appreciate you guys coming on board. You know, every day I'm trying something new, trying something different. It's always good to be different. Just enjoy life. Don't be afraid to be adventurous. But when you are being adventurous, always be careful because we are a guest in other people's places. Don't over enjoy yourself and don't overdo it when you're drinking because that's a sometimes the evil part of us come out when we drink too much or if we get too relaxed. So always be safe, and I'll talk to you guys next time. All right, guys, appreciate you guys coming out. I'll talk to you later, and have a good evening. Mike, thanks again, buddy, and I'll talk to you later.